Welcome back out to Donnell Stadium. Final score 37-21. Wayne State knocks off the Oilers, and Rob Keyes joins us here in the press box for the post-game interview. And Coach, they always say some of the saddest words of what might have been. And similar to last week, it's just 4 or 5 plays. You have those go the other direction, and we might be talking about a different outcome.
Yeah, but at the same time, I told our team, and we talked about these situations, and that's what losers do. They look at a couple plays here and there, and they say, oh, we should have made that. If we make that, we win. And it's getting old. I also told them that, the responsibility and the performance of this football team is squarely on my shoulders. I need to do a better job as the head coach getting these guys prepared to perform better on Saturdays. And it's the consistency aspect of it. Yeah, we've been very good at times, but when teams are very good at times and not consistently, you usually end up losing games.
Well, let's talk about a couple of those situations, and the one that seemed to frustrate you the most. You have 4th and less than 1, really. You take the timeout to set up the play, and it looked like there were a couple of people who weren't on the same page.
Yeah, big situation there right before the end of the half, and 4th and 1, and we had a missed assignment by one of our receivers, and it cost us because it was the first go-to in the progression, and when that guy's not there on a 4th and 1, you usually don't convert. Reese did a good job of trying to extend the play, but it's a shame because it's a play that needs to be made, and like I said, it's sad that it comes down to mental mistakes as opposed to physical, because if you're getting beat physical, you can live with that somewhat because if a person's better than you physically and you can't hold up, that's one thing. But when you're making mental mistakes and you lose it really kills you.
Well, it really is a big play because if you guys put it in the end zone there, you're talking about being tied going into the locker room at the half. You guys come out and you took the second half kickoff. You went right down the field, and then you're making them wonder. You're making them guess. We talked about it earlier this week. They have not scored a ton of second half points this season, and it really could have been a different game. But let's transition it. You guys come out with a lot of energy and a lot of fire in that second half. You come down, you get the score, had some good things going, but then they made a couple change-ups offensively.
Yeah, they did. They went exclusively to some power read and zone read stuff with the jet sweep, and we had some moving parts that weren't fitting the correct gaps. And the kid, as soon as you fit the jet sweep and you got it from going off the edge, he cut it back a couple times. And I thought we really hurt ourselves because we couldn't stop them. I mean, they just went from basically the 20 down to about the 20. We ended up holding to a field goal, but they killed so much time on the clock.
Over 9 minutes.
And they were getting, 8 and 9 yards a clip. I mean, we made some adjustments later on, and we did finally, hold them to a field goal. But, we need to make those adjustments a little sooner and get them stopped a little sooner.
Some other things on the offense is still another week where the rushing yards for your team was hard to come by.
Yeah, it is, and it's a testament to the defense. They have a lot of guys in the box to block, and we're going to have to shoot the ball out there if people are going to load the box. But at the same time, when Chauncey carried the ball, he did a decent job. With his average per carry, 4.5 yards. He didn't have a ton of big runs, so it was consistent runs. But at the same time, we have to establish a better run game early on because that opens up the rest of the offense. When you have to throw exclusively, and if you look at the season, we've had to throw exclusively in some of the big games, and it's really hurt us.
Well, Coach, you don't have long to sit on this one. Homecoming next week. You're going to expect a big crowd. The alumni are coming back. I know that's important to you, and your team is. You guys like to build on that tradition, and you got a Hillsdale team coming in as well that looks better from a year ago. Yeah,
they're much improved, and the thing with Hillsdale, they're very disciplined. They're very sound. They're going to be in the right spot. 99% of the time, we're going to have to play better, and we need to get a win. I said that going into today, and we're going to continue. There's a lot of football left, and this team, really at this point, we're going to see what type of team and what kind of character that this team possesses. Because if they're worth anything right now as a football team, they're gonna get their minds right, and they're gonna get physically better and mentally better, and they're gonna go out and take a win from somebody, because every week no one's gonna hand you a game, and you're gonna have to take it from them. And you mentioned the alums. We've done a great job over the last 6 years of cultivating and fostering a great relationship with our alums. They come back for all of our outings and reverse raffles. And I know right now, I tell every guy, they always play for the guys that wore the orange and black before you. And right now I know that our Orange and Black alums aren't real happy that the record's 2-4 this year. But at the same time, we're going to come back and we're going to go back to work, and we're going to come out and we're going to do our best to try to get this next win.
All right, Coach. Appreciate it, as always, you spending some time with us, and we'll see you and talk to you later on.
Okay, thanks.
All right, as head coach of the Oilers, Rob Keys, appreciate him stopping back. That's going to wrap things up for us. Again, Oilers fall 37-21. Thanks to Coach Keys. Thanks to all the athletic staff as well. Thanks to my producer-engineer, Ron Knopf, as always, doing a great job back in the studio. And until next time, when we're back here at Donnell Stadium with the Hillsdale Chargers coming in, again, the final score, Wayne State 37, Findlay 21. See you next time for Oiler football on WL.